Most premium apparel brands in India hit 100 crore and celebrate, hit 200 crores and plan a Series B. But somewhere in between 200 and 300 crore, they stall. Not because the market ran out, not because the product got worse, because the business wasn't built to scale. I've spent 25 years watching this play out, and today I'm going to give you 6 reasons why, and none of them are what founders want to hear. Point number one, the six city problem. Ask any premium brand where 80% of their revenue comes from Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and maybe a Pune or a Chennai. Beyond that, stores open, stores underperform, and stores quietly close. The mistake is assuming that what works in Bandra works in Indore. It actually doesn't. The customer profile, the wallet size, the occasion context, it's all different. Brands don't localize, they replicate, and replication without adaptation is just expensive failure at scale. If your model only works in the top 4 or 5 cities, you don't have a scalable model. You have a metro boutique with ambition. Point number two, head office holds the brand hostage. Here's a pattern I constantly see. Every visual merchandising decision goes to HO. Every markdown approval, HO. Every local event, local hire, local vendor, HO. By the time the approval comes, the season's already moved on. The brands that scale give regional teams real authority, buying latitude, marketing budgets, staffing flexibility. The brands that stall treat their regional managers like glorified store coordinators. Decentralization isn't loss of control, it's how you stay relevant in 20 cities simultaneously. Point number three, DNA doesn't travel. Every brand has a founding story, a flagship store that feels like something, a core customer who actually gets it. The problem? The DNA lives in the founder's head or in the flagship walls. It doesn't get codified, doesn't get trained, doesn't get built into hiring criteria or store design beliefs or onboarding decks. So by store 15 or store 20, you walk in and it just feels generic. The craft is gone. The story isn't being told anymore. Scaling a brand isn't about opening stores. It's about cloning the feeling consistently across geographies. That requires systems, not just passion. Point number four, the mall trap. Malls feel like the obvious choice: footfall, visibility, credibility. But here's the reality: a 1500 premium store in a grade A mall, you're looking at anything from 25 to 40 lakhs a month in rental and cam charges alone. Now add your staffing, your inventory, and your shrinkage. Your break even just became very, very, very uncomfortable. And then the mall decides to run a 3 day sale. Now your brand is sitting next to a hoarding that says 50% off store wide. And that's not the brand environment you've built. Malls are a marketing lever. Treat them as one, not as your default distribution strategy. The brands that break through the 300 crore mark, they think multi-channel, high streets, standalone formats, digital first entry into new cities, and shop-in-shop partnerships. Point number five, tactics designed as strategy. This one is subtle, but it's deadly. A brand misses a quarter, the response, flash sale, new collection drop, a brand collaboration, a celebrity post. The numbers recover, everyone breathes, and the root cause goes unexamined. Tactical thinking gives you short term relief with long term consequences. Every flash sale trains your customer to wait. Every celebrity post that doesn't connect to a retail moment burns the budget without building equity. I've seen brands spend 18 months chasing quarterly targets and wake up with no clear positioning, no loyal customer base, and no idea what they actually stand for. Strategy means saying, here is the customer we want, here is where we'll play, here is what we won't do. Most brands at the 200 to 300 crore stage haven't even had that conversation in years. Point number six, discounting, the silent brand killer. Discounting feels like a sales tool. It's actually a positioning statement. The moment you train your customer to expect a 30 to 40% off, you've told them your full price isn't real. And once that perception sets in, you can't charge full price anymore, not without losing them. I've watched brands with genuinely beautiful product, strong design, good quality, erode their own value through undisciplined end of season sales, WhatsApp offer codes, and birthday discounts stacked on top of loyalty points, stacked on top of a festive sale. Premium is not just a price point, it's a promise of scarcity and value. Break that promise enough of times, and you're no longer premium, you're just expensive. So there you have it. 6 reasons, not market conditions, not the economy, not consumption from fast fashion. The 300 crore ceiling that's almost always self imposed. Fix your geographic playbook, give your regions power, codify your DNA, rethink your mall dependency, choose strategy over tactics, and protect your price. The brands that do all 6, they don't stop at the 300 crore mark. They become benchmarks everyone else wants to study. If you found this useful, I want to know which of these 6 things you think is the most common mistake. Drop it in the comments. And if you work in retail and want to go deeper in any of these, subscribe. This is exactly the kind of conversation we have every week on the Retail Guru. See you at the next one.